welcome back to our today's problem solving session. So today we are going to solve a problem to set matrix 0. That means given an m cross n matrix, integer matrix, if an element is 0, then set its entire row and column to the 0. Our condition is you must do it in place. Okay, so let's see in a problem. Okay, so here already we have written this input array matrix which include the integers matrix. So let's see that this problem. So you see here 1 2 3 4 0 6 7 8 9. So here you encountered 0 here at the middle of this array matrix. So what we are going to do, then we are going to set entire row and entire column to 0. So we are going to make this 0. So let's make this 0. So this means this going to be element 0, this is already 0, this is going to become 0, this is going to become 0, this is going to become a 0. So that means our output should be 1 0 3 0 0 0 and 7 0 9. So what we did, we just did that we are just identifying the 0 element. If any element we get a 0, then just convert complete row and column to 0. That's it. So how we are going to solve this? Our job is firstly identify element 0 in a given array matrix. So find all elements that are 0 and store their positions. So because this is very straightforward matrix, that's why we are able to do the actively. Let's say if we have the multiple places 0. Let's say we have a multiple place 0. Okay. So that means let's say we have here. Okay. So let's say in this array we are going to get another array. We are going to get another array, and in this array let's say we have a okay, so let's say we have here 1, we have 2, we have here let's say 0, we have 2, we have 3, and we have 4, and we have 5. So let's say we have this 3 cross 2 matrix. Okay, so here we encountered 0. That means this entire row is going to become 0. That means 0 0 0, and this entire column is also 0 0 0. So that means whenever is encounter the element 0, then we need to be set a 0. So firstly identifying the 0 element, then mark row and column to the 0, and then update the matrix. So let me try to write down this problem in a JavaScript code. Okay, so I'm going to write a function const set zeros. Okay, set zeros. So which is going to take a matrix as an input. Okay, 2D matrix going to take an input. So I'm going to just size of that matrix. This is the we have matrix 1 2 3 4 0 6 7 8 9. So this is 3 cross 3 matrix. So I'm going to cross check that rows and column. Just find the length const m equal to matrix length So this will like going to reduce the write up the multiple times. So const n, so m cross n matrix, then matrix 0 length. Okay, so this is we have m cross n. So array to marks row and column that need to be zeroed. Okay, so I'm going to take a array here const rows. So new array. So new array of m size going to fill with initially false. Okay, so basically we need to be mark the rows and column that need to be zeroed. So I'm just taking for the rows and just for the columns. just for columns. So M for rows and N for columns. Okay, so basically what we did here, so basically when we get a 0 here, then we are marking this complete row. So if I'll say here, this is our row, this is row, and this is the column. Okay, column. Okay, so this is the row and column. So first pass, so what I am trying to do here, first pass, find all the 0 element and mark their rows and column. Okay, so this is the 2D matrix, so need to be like traversal 2 times using the one loop inside the another loop. So I less than M and I plus plus. Same for the columns, let j equal to 0 and j less than n and j plus plus. Okay, and just check up that matrix element, matrix of I comma j, means how we are going to get this element. This is the 0 0 locations, matrix of 0 0, this matrix 0 1, this element 0 comma 2. So that's how we are going to get the element here, equal to 0. So if this element 0, then make a complete rows of I equal to true. Okay, because this need to make a complete 0 that row and complete column 0. So we are just identifying that where is the 0 element. Okay, columns 0. Perfect. So in a second pass, what we are trying to do, set the marked rows and column to the 0. So here I am going to do here for let I equal to 0 and I less than M and I plus plus, and if rows of I, that means true, that means we already have visited, that means we already have 0, then what should we do, for let j equal to 0 and j less than n, and just matrix put the 0, matrix I of j should be equal to 0. So what we are doing here, set the marked rows and column to the 0. Very easy. Okay, we know that this row I include 0 and then the make the matrix element to the 0. Same for column as well. Okay, so in this just change the column here. So let me copy this complete code and just put it here. Okay, for the column. Same we are doing the column as well. Okay, so rather than making this I, then just j less than n, j less than n, and here should be the I. Yeah, that's fine. I less than, rather than n, this should be the m, because for the rows and column we have different initializations. So this is going to do. This is the extra, let me remove that. So this is our the solution. So what we are trying to do here, let me explain again. Okay, so here creating the 2 boolean array, so we are basically just creating the 2 boolean array for rows and columns to keep the track of which rows and column need to be 0, because once we get a 0 element, then we have to make a complete row and complete column to the 0. Okay, so we have just initializing here 2 rows and column, 2 boolean arrays which going to keep track of rows and column need to be zeroed, and here we are just traversing the matrix, mark their respective rows and columns in this array when 0 is found. So we are just visiting and marked as true, and here we are just updating the matrix of rows and columns to traverse the row. Okay, traverse the row and set entire row to the 0 if the corresponding element is true, and same for the columns. just traverse the column and set the entire column to the 0. So let's see the output of this problem. Let's see the output. So basically definitely we can improve this solution, but let me try it out. Let me console this, and what we are getting out, console.log and set to zeros here, and just call this set to zeros with that matrix. So this matrix here we have, let me just pass down this matrix. So okay, so we are just passing this matrix to the array, and let's see the output here. Something we are getting invalid array of length in the line number 35. Okay, so line number 35 we are getting something here. Okay, let's see that matrix of I comma j equal to 0. So we are just I equal to 0 less than line number 35 we are getting. What is the error? Let's see that again, this error. Okay, so this is something not I equal to 0, I less than m. Okay, fine. Row of I, let j equal to 0. Okay, here so problem is that j, as this is taking j less than n, and let's see the output of now. Let's see the output here. Okay, it's still getting the line number 41 error. Okay, too many works. 41. Okay, here columns of I, so not columns of I, this is the columns of j. So that's what the problem. We are just copied from the above code and we are just pasted here. That's why this error comes. Let's see the, still getting the one error. Let's see the output. What is the problem? 40. Okay, so here we have j and j plus plus, that's fine, and I plus plus, that's fine. Perfect. Let's see the output of this problem. So this time getting 0 undefined 50 line fee. Okay, so why we are getting this 0? Okay, fine. This is the I. So if this the problem, we cannot directly pass this, so definitely this is the good way, but let me try to pass this array here, const matrix, and just pass this matrix here. Okay, const matrix. So this is not issue. Let me try to debug again. Okay, this should be definitely somewhere. So matrix length and matrix 0 length, that's fine. M n we are getting, rows and column m and n, that's true. And here I equal to 0 less than m, j equal to 0 just less than n, matrix ij equal to 0, fine. Row ij we are just setting here. And the second pass, what we are trying to do, I equal to less than 0, I less than m, I plus plus, fine. Row of I, if, then let j equal to 0 less than n, j plus plus, and matrix I comma j, that's fine. And here in this loop, what we are trying to do, for j equal to 0, j less than j plus plus. Okay, so might be this the issue, but not the issue. But const j I equal to 0, I less than m plus plus, and matrix I comma j 0. But what is the problem where we are getting? Okay, something we are not getting undefined. Let's save this matrix. Okay, let me return this matrix. Perfect. So basically we are not returning anything, and just we are expecting the output. Let's see the output of this problem. You see here, you can see that 103000709. So that's what we are getting in this problem. So sometimes this debug need to be in your code base. So basically we are able to get a output what we are expecting that. So that's very easy, just you have to try first yourself. If not, then you can definitely improve yourself. So if we are going to talk a complexity of this problem, what should be the complexity? Because we have used too many loops here. If you see that here, the first loop, second loop and third loop, even the first loop we have one inside another. Definitely this is going to be order of n square, m into n we have, so order of mn, and here we have one inside another. So basically we have three loop here, and both three loop they have one inside the another. Okay, so definitely this is going to be in order of m into n, where m and n is like number of rows and columns. So order of m into n they are going to take and space as well, because we have taken the extra space here as well. So order of m plus 1, this is going to be also. So complexity here basically what we have. So let me try to let me make a little bit complexity. Okay, so complexity here we have order of m into n, where m and n into m is row and n is column. Okay, so this is our complexity. And for this is the time complexity, this is the time. And if you want to know the space complexity, for space we are taking the two arrays, boolean array or rows and column, then space complexity also order of m plus n, where is this m and n is the size of the boolean array of rows and columns. Definitely we can optimize in place approach as well, but this is the very starting process of the solving the problem. The initial approach came in mind when I saw this problem. Definitely we can optimize in upcoming videos. So that's it for today, and thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions or any concerns or any thought process to solve this problem with other approach, definitely comment out. I'll take a look and will improve in upcoming session. Thank you. Bye everyone.